play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Burrow on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 56 yards. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for James Conner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Murray. It's complete to Williams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 51 yards. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Burrow eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Murray now on 1st down. Here's a diving catch right side. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. They go play action with Burrow. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Burrow will throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now Murray off play action. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 38 yards. And the Cards have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's
got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A final shot before half from Murray. They take over here following the interception. They've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Connor going to get it again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Bengals are back within a couple of the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 37 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. 54 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play fake. Murray.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Connor up the middle, trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
In motion right is Hopkins. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray flushed out right. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Murray to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Back to throw, Murray. being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on fourth down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's got some space here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. To throw, Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Hopkins, the man in motion left. Here's a handoff to Connor. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard, his 2nd sack of the night. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 72 yards. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. From the 36, Murray steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Omaha. Mike, check 33. Here we go.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. From midfield now, Burrow. And that is caught on the right side, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. mixing up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Burrow going for it on 4th. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 50 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I love the poise in the pocket right here. Protection, absolutely sensational. And he's able to use that protection to scan the field, make sure his receiver came open, and then deliver a perfect pass. That's beautiful.
Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete to the tight end sample. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, a give to Connor.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now Conner. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Just like that. Close.
They'll run here with Conner. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going to run. Here's Conner. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
He's got room at the 30. They go play action with Burrow. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray off play action. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Conner. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 5 now. Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you've got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Mixon. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
In motion goes the tight end. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again, Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 4.
Mixon will try the right side, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
McPherson's kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
Hey, 3-0, man. Yeah. Hey, it's okay. Refuse. Sadly, it's like 3 days later. Okay, it's important.
They can't take this. This is a lot. It's a lot. I give wow. Yeah, it's from the time I open my eyes to the time I open my eyes. Yeah. Okay. And I brought you down. Okay. Great choice.
Glad you had no BD. Why you had and I'm smoking Lil Pab or BD? Why you had? And I'm on King Day. But where did you went? Why did you had no BD? Why you had and I'm smoking Lil Pab or BD? Why you had? And I'm on King Day. But where did you went? Why did you had no BD? Why you had and I'm smoking Lil Pab or BD? Why you had? And I'm on King Day. But where did you went? Why did you had no BD? Why you had and I'm smoking Lil Pab or BD? Why you had? And I'm on King Day. But where did you went? Why did you had no BD? Why you had and I'm smoking Lil Pab or BD? Why you had? And I'm on King Day. But where did you went? Why did you had no BD? I use Jesus.
Big right hand. And Mary looking to finish.
Get up. Everybody not built like me, bruh. Everybody not built like me. You ain't fooling nobody. Why are y'all doing this? Oh my God. Y'all giving him. Oh my God. He wrote. What kind of car King Von had since he was a king? What kind of car did he have? He ain't even had no house. And he ain't had nowhere to live. What kind of car King Von had since he was a king? Yo, Mom. Look at this date. Got my ex. I'm at a super. Listen, listen. Shoot your guns in the air. 3 times in the air. Shoot your guns. That's not a murder. Hey. Maybe how could get done. And I start acting brand new. Do anybody want me? But when he done, once he get finished, don't nobody gotta tell him no more. Ain't no better learn. Nobody love y'all. Just somebody fine looking nice. I'm never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just got detained. Wait a minute. YSL is a music label
and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am. Never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just got to detain.
Wait a minute. YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am. Never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just got to detain.
Wait a minute. YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am. Never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just got to detain.
Wait a minute. YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am. Never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just got to detain.
Wait a minute.